here in Ninh Binh on a last minute side quest that I booked here a couple of days ago, and I actually just got off doing the Hajong Loop, which was an incredible, absolutely life-changing experience. And I was originally just going to go back to Hanoi, but there was a few girls in my group talking about coming to Ninh Binh for a few days, and this was a place that I was already planning a little trip to here in a couple of weeks, but I figured since it was so easy and there was already some other people going, I last minute just changed my ending destination here to Ninh Binh so we could do a little side quest. Needless to say, the start of this trip has been a little bit chaotic and I am pretty underprepared, but I think it's still going to be a good time. But let me set the scene. So when I packed, I'd only packed enough clothes that I would need to do the Hajong Loop, so I had the exact amount that I needed. So I'm actually on my absolute last clean shirt and like a semi-clean pair of running shorts. We did arrive here at 4 a.m. by sleeper bus. And when we got here, obviously there wasn't really any grabs because it was such a weird hour, which is like Uber here. And the taxis that are usually outside the bus stops are really overpriced and whatnot. So we're like, let's just walk. Like there's a group of us, we'll be fine. And we ended up like trekking through a marsh at like 4 a.m. The water was like ankle deep. It was muddy. So our legs were like all wet. And then once we cleared that, honestly, we thought it was going to be fine. And then literally 2 minutes later, it started downpouring rain like really, really bad, and everything was just getting soaked. Like all of our clothes, our backpacks, all of our things were getting rained on, and we had to walk like that about a mile. Did end up arriving safely, which was nice, and thankfully nothing important or anything was damaged in our bags, but our clothes inside the bags were wet, so that didn't really help my lack of clothing situation. I'm really lucky I even had this that was dry. But yeah, that's how things have started off. Otherwise, I'm really excited to get to explore this little town. It's not a very big place, but there's a few really awesome things that I've been looking at doing here. I do end up traveling solo a lot, so it's kind of nice to have a little bit of company. I think we're gonna go take a walk and head over to a cafe and just kind of ease into the day because I'm definitely still a little bit tired from the loop and I want to like journal and just hang out. I'm gonna go meet up with the girls so we can go to a cafe. So there's this hike here that I really want to check out. It's the Hang Moa Cave. It's known as the Dragon Mountain, and it's like a 30-minute hike. There's 500 steps, and it's supposedly really, really good for sunset, and I am a big sunset girl. So there's an opportunity to see one. I'm going to take it, although there is a lot of clouds, so I don't really know how much I'm going to be able to see, but this is my only sunset time period on this little side quest. I'm leaving tomorrow in the late afternoon, so I won't have another opportunity to do this hike, and this is one of the main things to do here in Ninh Binh. So I'm getting myself up and out of bed. I was literally about to fall asleep, and I'm gonna go check it out. All of my friends are pretty tired, so I think it's just gonna be a solo adventure, but I'm really excited because I feel like I've been very social the last week, and so it'll probably be a nice change just to kind of be out there by myself with some headphones in. So I'm gonna go do that and then probably get some dinner. So I made it to the top and I'm very, very sweaty. But I'm just sitting here watching the sunset from a dragon. And the This is kind of the other side of the view. Insane and so worth it. I feel like I've had so many moments in the last week where I've just looked around at my life and it does not feel real. I think part of that is the beauty of Vietnam. This country is insane. The nature is unlike anything I've ever seen before, especially being somebody from Arizona who grew up in the desert. This amount of green I didn't even know existed. The different plants, the textures on the leaves, it's insane to me. Yesterday I went to that lotus lake and I was just like, is this even real? Is my life real? I feel like I've had so many moments like that this last week, especially after just doing the Ha Giang Loop. I just think that all of these experiences are going to take me, honestly, a while to process. I'm definitely somebody that really has to slow down and sit there and open up my emotions and my thoughts to really understand them and put them together. So I feel like that's why journaling is so important to me. But I've just been sitting out here this morning at this little homestay that we're at. It's so freaking adorable. I feel incredibly lucky and grateful to be here. I really struggled my first few weeks here in Vietnam. It was just a big adjustment for me because it's a completely different culture. I'm here for 3 months. That's a long time to be in a place that you're so unfamiliar with. This last week has really shifted everything for me. I feel like I have really just opened up and fallen in love with this place. Not just the nature, but the people. Everybody here is so kind and so friendly and so welcoming. There's something about this place that I'm falling in love with, and I can't quite put my finger on it yet. I think it's slightly unrefined. I don't feel like they're trying to impress you in a way, but that's still not quite what I'm trying to describe. So to be continued on that thought, like I said, it's going to take me a while to really put it into words how I've been feeling about everything that I've experienced this last week. Those are my thoughts so far this morning. With my last 7 hours in Ninh Binh, I wanted to make the most of it, so I headed out for the day. My first stop was the Trang An river boat rides. Again, I found myself amazed at the beauty of this country. We cruised along the emerald water of the river, going through caves, stopping occasionally to admire the temples, and spending a lot of time looking up at the towering hills surrounding us. During the tour, I got to talking with another girl who was also solo traveling, and we decided to get lunch together afterwards. Her name is Rachel. We sat in a random restaurant, only having known each other for a couple of hours, just talking about life. Somehow, we ended up laughing and crying together all within the hour. I only had 1 hour left of my side quest, and there was still one more thing that I needed to do before we left. So we ran off to rent some bikes and wandered through the rice fields together.
Oh, yeah! You look so cute!
The cool thing about life is that sometimes you'll meet people that'll make you feel like you've known them forever, even if it's only been a few hours. Rachel reminded me that people like this can walk into your life in an instant. 1 minute you're strangers, the next minute you're two girls laughing, dancing, and biking through rice fields in Vietnam together. We only had a few hours, but we certainly made the most of them. It was the sweetest surprise to end the short and sweet chapter in Ninh Binh, and it's an encounter that I'll never forget. Maybe our paths will cross again someday. I hope that they do. But for now, back to Hanoi I go.